2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. The 20! No. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, this is it.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Wentz on the give to Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Waiting.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Go, go. 280!
Good track, good track.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Push him back.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Wentz now to throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Alert 3.
Smoke!
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
61, matchbox Mike.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You think you gonna get this? Whip.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is Cameron Batson. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check three.
Pilot, 64, weak. Right up.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go, fellas.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. General West.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, every day.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield. On a man down, and it's Sanders. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On first down, Bridges. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mike, man.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cameron Batson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down.
Waiting! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son! You gonna...
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the slats! Watch the slats!
Check the hot read.
Topper! Fight!
Now it's Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Look, squeeze!
It's me and you.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Back.
Leo! Lee Griffin!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. And it would have been an easy throw.
Mike 57. Go, go, go. 57. Mike 57. I'm going to run.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Right. He's done right.
Throwing his Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to... Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Oh, he sheds himself free. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
On the ready. 56. Man, I got you. Ready.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
It's our time, guys.
22 jet bomber.
Check the back up. Kill.
Jones now throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for a safe down play. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Bravo.
You can't block me. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears.
Get it.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Jones on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after now from Catanzaro. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, but he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Go.
Now Wentz again. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's get it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, here we go.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
From the 38, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check 37. Check 37. Protein spill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Eagles.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wentz now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting! That's what I do.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll roll him out right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
52. Check. Lucky. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Okay, break. 56. Hey, orbit.
Jockey. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 52.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Wentz to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
57. Mike, 57. Bandit. Bandit.
Hey, red 5-2. On here. Come on now.
Back to throw. Wins. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.